Hi, it's Todd Gross. Thank you for getting, of course, the music package with resale rights and with giveaway rights. What I'm going to do now is actually take a look at the inside of the package and upload the video to YouTube as you would do. I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to kind of bumble around here like you would when you're opening up the package. You probably will bumble around less than me. Um, but I will give it a whirl. All right, so here's what you're going to do. When you first open up your package, of course, you have this video that said play me first, and that's not here because I'm creating it right now. That's why you don't see it. All right, so what you will see in addition to that are these four files. They're all zip files, the full 40 tracks. Now, I want you to keep special attention to this because if you decide to sell this package, you are going to, of course, be providing that particular zip file, okay? Then here is something that you really need to read first, and that is your rights to this package. Basically, all it says is you have the right to give away any 10 of the audio tracks, but you can't give away all of them. You could sell all of them or any part of them, but you can't give them all away. And you can't give away my video or sell my video. The next thing is this. I want you to note these are the 10 tracks that you are going to give away. Now, depending on your level of experience, you'll know how to actually send people to those 10 tracks. In other words, let's say you upload the YouTube video and then send somebody to just your email address. Okay? If you do that, then you will send that 10 tracks to give away this particular file through your email. You'll just email it to them. If you have a website and you load this to your website, again, then you're more advanced. You'll know what to do with this. Okay? So once again, this is the actual item that you are going to give away. Now, if you know what you're doing and you want to mix it up, you can remix the tracks out of this file here. You could take just 10 of any of the music tracks and make a file similar to this to give away. But I've already provided a very wide range of music in this particular package right here. So that's what you will be giving away. I purposely chose tracks that varied quite a bit, so the person that you're giving it away to will get a wide variety. All right, and then of course, here is the YouTube video itself, and that's why you're watching this. I'm going to show you how to upload it to YouTube, and then how in the description line to get somebody to go back to your website or back to your email or wherever you want to send them. All right, so that's what we'll do right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is, as if you were doing it, is I'm going to open up the zip file. And right here, whether it's Windows or whether you're on a Mac like this, you'll see, of course, a folder. And inside the folder, there is the exact video. So now that we've opened the folder, now we could load that to YouTube. Now, just to make it a little bit easier to find for me, I'm going to put that on my desktop. So I'm going to copy it, and then go to my desktop, which is a mess. And I'm going to paste it. And that way, it'll be a little bit easier for me to find. Obviously, I'm kind of disorganized here, as you could see. Too much stuff on my desktop. Now I'm going to go to YouTube, and I'm going to click Upload, which is what you will see when you log into your YouTube account. And then it gives you the ability to select the file. I click on that, or I could have dragged the file into it. Now I'm going to go to my desktop, and here it is. So that video is now loading onto YouTube. Now, while we're patiently waiting for it to load, at the same time you're going to want to pick a title. Now, depending on how you're planning to get people over to this YouTube video, whether it's telling people on Facebook, telling your friends, or actually using search engine optimization of some kind, you will want to name this something that's appropriate, like How about royalty-free music tracks? And then the most important thing of this whole discussion is what comes next. You see where it says description right here? That later on is going to be right below the video when people go to the video. Now, if you make that description into a link like this, let's say we just put google.com right there, that will later on become a hot link, so somebody can actually click on it and go straight there. So if you made that your website, then what would happen here is you would send somebody to your website to do whatever you want. If they came to your website to a squeeze page that you made because you know how to make squeeze pages, then you'll be able to give away the package that way. If instead you put, let's say, your email address in, I just wrote me@me.com, then they can actually send for that free package, and you could collect the lead that way. You can manually add them to a list of yours. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll pretend, for simplicity's sake, that you're sending them straight through to your email. So we put the email address in first thing, okay, it's very important, and then you describe exactly, and I mean exactly, what they're getting. So you write 10 royalty-free music tracks. Just write to me from your best email address and I will send them to you completely for free. All right, something like that. Now, we're not really optimizing this for search, but we still want to put some tags in that may help. So, for instance, you may want to put in here royalty-free, comma, music tracks, and anything else that you can think of that you would like to identify this particular package with. Now, one of the very interesting things about YouTube, which is very good and slightly bad, is that it automatically saves everything. So after you do this, it actually is going to save it automatically. You won't even have to click save. If you want to get the message out on Google Plus that you have done this, and you want to get people from Google Plus or even Facebook or Twitter, then what you could do is you could check these various boxes off here. And generally speaking, before this video loads, you'll want to write a note to your particular group so that people will actually come to your video to view your video and may be able to take action that way. Now, that seems like just a passing tip, but that's actually a crucial tip because it works really well, and it also helps to get the search engines, to identify the video even more, because once it hits Google Plus, then it also is going to be indexed. So that's a very important tip, is to put a little message in this box and then check off, of course, Twitter, Facebook, and Google Plus. So once again, this is still loading. YouTube's moving a little slow today, so I'll wait for it to continue to load, and then we'll finish up. Okay, now that it's finishing up, I wanted to tell you a couple of more things. First of all, you can actually, I've given you a very high quality video. You could reduce the quality a little bit to make this uploading go faster by getting this product right here. It's called Handbrake, and if you run Handbrake and run the video through Handbrake, you can reduce the amount of space that video takes. In other words, the megabytes may be reduced by 50% or more, and you'll actually be able to upload it even faster to YouTube. So there's another tip for you. The other thing I wanted to mention is that it is going to show you here the actual video link that is going to be coming up in just a moment. So I'm going to copy that link so we could see the video. The other thing is that I actually changed this to suit me. Remember, this is for anything that you do that suits you. So I said to myself, you know what? Why don't I have people come to my email address? So I put my email address in first thing right here. And then I said, write to me at that email address if you would like the 10 music tracks, or if you would like to even purchase this very video for you to use to build your list. So in other words, I'm just kind of perpetuating the sale of this product. I'm able to do that, obviously. You can't do that because you are only able to give out the 10 music tracks or sell the entire package. Now, this is just about finishing up, and when it does, the other thing it's going to do is it's going to show us the video thumbnails. Now, what do I mean by that? It's going to take 3 freeze frames from within the video, and then we're going to choose between those frames as to the one that will be frozen at the very, very beginning of the video. Okay, now that it is finished, here's what I was talking about. Here are the thumbnails. This one looks like a good action shot, so I'll set that as the thumbnail shot for the beginning of the video. It had said there on the bottom right that all the changes were not saved, but then they changed automatically before I could even get there to click it. And lastly, of course, that link I mentioned is right up here. You can even click the link so we can preview the video. Now, when people say the YouTube video link, they generally mean this one up here. I'm sure you're well. But the video that they gave is a good alternate. Now, let's take a look at how this panned out. So here the video is uploaded now, just as you would upload it. So you would have the same video on YouTube. It would look just like this. And then as you scroll down, notice because I did not use a website link, I used a mail address, an email address. That isn't clickable, but it's still at the beginning and still tells people where they can write to me and where they can contact me. There's also an advanced feature in YouTube, which I won't go into here, called annotations. You could reach annotations by clicking on here, this 4th button below the video. And when you do that, you will actually be able to add things on the video. I have to ask that you do not add anything that is distasteful, please, because it would reflect on me. Enough people recognize me. That would not be right. But on the other hand, you can add something like your website name or your email address to make this video even more effective. I hope that helps, and I hope you get the whole point here is to get people over to this video, and then from there you could give away a free package of the 10 audios, tracks, the music tracks, and start to make relationships, collect some leads, and build a list. This is Todd Gross, signing off.